Hello everyone, thank you for clicking on another video. Have you ever wondered what it's like to be in space? You know, after the Earth dies and we all are shipped off onto spaceships and are basically living in space until we can colonize another planet? Have you ever thought about that? Have you ever thought about what it would be like to be in WALL-E? Because I haven't either. But today we are playing a game called I Was a Teenage Exocolonist, and it's a game I've never heard of before, but after reading about it, it sounded interesting, sounded like something that I would dig, and honestly, I don't have anything else to say except let's get into it. Let's see what it's about. Let's see what it's like. Alright, we are here. Content warnings. 13 over does not contain mature topics, many ways to live your life, some choices can lead to dark places, about major character death, children in peril dying, animal cruelty, death, bodily harm and grossness, implied sexual content, drugs and alcohol, violence and text, mental health and trauma, domestic abuse, traumatic global events. Great. Well, I guess let's get into what we just read about. Ooh. Wake up. Yes, I found that out. You wake to chaos, a confusion of light and heat and smoke. Fire! Well, that's bad. Your head is pounding. You must have hit it and blacked out, but you aren't sure how you got here, or what on Vertumna is happening. There's something important you need to remember. Oh, your stomach lurches as the floor crumbles beneath your feet, then collapses. Oh my gosh, hey, I just got a little fucked up. Are you gonna help me? Your body aches and your eyes burn from the smoke. A figure appears through the flames. It's your friend. Your friend? Wait, you can't remember her name? She's gesturing and shouting at you, but all you hear is a ringing in your ears. I think we need to just climb out. We need to get out of here. You try to stand up, but one of your legs folds uselessly underneath you. It won't hold your weight. Your friend pulls you out of the rubble. She throws your arm over her shoulder and half drags you towards the door. Through it, you see a deep, eerie twilight, dark blue and cold against the heat of the fire around you. Glow season. Glowing eyes. You shake your head to clear your vision. Is that some kind of dog? Like from Earth? The creature howls and lunges, its jaws open, and game over, because I just died. Thank you so much for watching this video. I was a teenage exocolonist. Yep. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked this, please leave a like, leave a comment, and all of that jazz. And I will see all of you guys later. You were born on the Stratospheric, Earth's first colony ship, halfway through its 20-year voyage to a wormhole at the edge of the Sol system. Your parents run the hydroponic gardens, which makes fresh air and vegetables for the ship. Like the other colonists, they bravely chose to make this one-way journey to the uncharted planet Vertumna 4 in the hope they could escape the Earth's troubles. They had you the old-fashioned way, merging their genes like they merged their cultures and traditions. They name me Solanaceae? Solana? Solane? Something else. I'll be a Solane. That sounds pretty cool. Oh. You're a bright-eyed child with an active imagination, sometimes too active, your mom says. Use the sliders on the left to choose pronouns and late teens appearance. These can be changed at any time. Oh. She, her, they, them, he, him. They, them. Let's... You know what? We'll be a he, him, but like, we'll be, you know, masculine appearance, late teens, androgynous. No, you know what? Well, same thing. We'll be masculine, but like, you know, a little bit over there. These can be changed at any time. Well, if we change our mind, we change our mind. Cool. You have vivid dreams of things you've never experienced. Dirt under your feet, skies overhead, endless jungles, and strange animals. You wonder if this is what Vertumna will be like. Oh, empathy, persuasion. I have empathy. Persuasion, creativity, bravery, reasoning, organized colonizing, engineering, biology, toughness, perception, combat, animals. I guess we'll see what we are. Oh. Stress, no stress, rebellion. Every child in the stratospheric is given one genetic enhancement. By age 6, you see the first sign of yours. Eagle eyes, extra fingers, absorbent brain, super strength, calm temperament, nothing at all. Let's see. Eagle eyes would be kind of cool. Extra fingers is kind of freaky. Absorbent brain, like really smart. Super strength, that's kind of fun. Calm temperament, nothing at all. We could be boring. We could be just very, very average. Yeah, you know what? We'll be calm. I mean, all the other ones sound like they would make for like really interesting arcs, but you know what? We're gonna take this nice and chill. We're gonna be calm. Oh, nothing can faze you. You're rarely frustrated and you don't let anxiety get the better of you. You brush insults aside, always play nice, and never have to be told that sharing is caring. Oh, -1 stress. Cool. You're especially nice to your friend, energetic and loyal Anemone. I assume it's in order. Tough and gentle Cal. Bold and confident Mars. Quiet and adventurous Dees. Studious and mature Tangent. Shy and sweet Tammy. Energetic and loyal, tough and gentle, bold, quiet. You know what? If I'm a calm person, you know what? Oh, I get to read them all. Tangent sits right up by the hollow projector and always has her hand in the air. She and her twin brother Dees drifted apart when she started genome treatment to make her body conform to her gender. Today, Tang is the girl you always knew she was, but her relationship with Dice is worse than ever. Oh. Energetic and loyal Anemone. Anemone is the most enthusiastic person you know. Your favorite memory is the time she taught you how to play Zero-G sports ball after class. She never means to get you into trouble, but somehow you always seem to find it together. Tough and gentle Cal. Cal is a sweetheart, always ready to lend a hand or play a game. He and Tammy are just as inseparable, so it's almost like you have two best friends instead of just one. Cal teaches you how to take care of all the classroom plants. Your parents are very proud of both of you. Bold and confident Mars. Mars is a natural leader. Whenever you're all playing together, Mars is the one who comes up with all the ideas. She can be a little bossy, but that's part of her charm. She always organizes fun stuff for the kids after class. You're both founding members of the Secret Fun Times Club. Wine Adventures Dees. Unlike his studious twin sister Tangent, Dice sits at the back of the classroom and doodles on his hollow palm. You bond while cracking jokes about the weird diagrams in your textbooks. His quiet nature and his morbid curiosity make him somewhat of a loner, but at least he has a friend in you. Shy and sweet Tammy. Tammy's the kindest person you know. She idolizes Auntie Seaton and is always following her around, helping her with the babies or learning how to cook. She has the best snacks at class recess and always shares, especially with you and Cal. She and Cal are just as close, so it's kind of like having two best friends. Ooh. This loner kid is calling out to me. I can help him. You know what? I'm gonna help him see that, you know, Tangent is... You know what? I am gonna... +2 if in the first or last pane. I'm not quite sure what that means, but I will take care of him. Okay, you're 10 years old when the ship finally reaches the wormhole. Professor Hal says it's like a doorway to other star systems, with the planet Vertum Nafor on the other side. You run emergency drills for months to prepare. When the day finally comes, it starts with a rumble, then things start to slide off the tables. You hurry to gather near the escape pods just in case. The emergency area is crowded with families. It's going to be fine, Solane, your dad soothes. We'll be in through the wormhole and down on the planet before you know it, just like we practice. Your mom gives him a sharp, worried look. Red emergency lights switch on as the siren begins to sound somewhat distant in the ship. You try to breathe slowly like you were taught, but you're very scared. You look out a porthole. The stars are gone. When you're frightened, you need orgzo. When I'm frightened, we try to be brave. We try to be calm. We try to be cool. We try to be collective. Sometimes you pretend to be confident so the people around you will be less scared. You look over at your classmate Tang and realize she's doing the same thing. She gives you a hard smile. You return it and keep focusing on your breathing. Oh, good. You wait. The shaking builds. Then everything starts to get very weird. The hallway stretches, and you're stretching too, your arms impossibly long. Your head feels like it's slowly filling up like a balloon and contracting down to the size of an atom at the same time. Is this the wormhole? You hear the distant, ominous squeal of metal giving way as the ship shudders and lurches in slow motion. The weirdest part is a sense of deja vu. You're sure this has happened to you before, and you know somehow that everything's going to be okay. The shuddering reaches a crescendo. You hear an impossibly loud crunch and feel weightless for a few seconds before gravity slams you back against the wall, head first. You black out. As you slip unconscious, you feel yourself twisted out of time. It's today, yesterday, and tomorrow all at once. And more than just one tomorrow, lots of them, different tomorrows. You find yourself in a place that you know from your dreams. Tilted fields, dramatic ridges, and a stranger, but also not a stranger, grinning as she grabs your hand. Hurry up, she says. I'm not going to let you miss this. Distantly, you can hear the ship shaking a stop, and hear your parents' worried voices. Feeling safe, you slip further into the warm embrace of the stars. You drift. Gradually, your consciousness reforms. You wake up in the medbay. The medbed under you plays a soft tone, and automatic voice speaks. 2 weeks have elapsed. The patient's cranial injury has completed healing. They may now be safely discharged. As the fog lifts from your head, you realize something seems different about this room. It's so bright. You try to focus on the windows. Something is definitely different. Sunlight, trees, ground. Sunlight. Instead of the familiar blackness of space, bright light from twin blue and yellow suns is streaming through the windows. You peer out and see fields, grass-walled domes, and walls ringed by giant mushroom-like trees. There are construction materials everywhere, and people walking around outside on the ground. You better get out there and join them. Oh, we're rushing out there to start our new life. Oh, Tammy jumps as you step out of the ship's quarters behind her. You're awake! Are you all better? You better go see your dad. She points southeast towards some geodesic domes. To walk, click on the ground. Click on characters, talk them. Oh, I WASD, but we'll talk to you. Tammy looks concerned. You slept for so long after you bumped your head, she says. I bet your parents were worried. Your dad is working over in geoponics, near those domes. They're called greenhouses. I would go with you, but, well, this is as far as I've been from the ship since we landed, Tammy stammers, blushing. It's scary outside. Damn, Tammy just... Southeast? Well, trying to explore. I'll get there eventually. We're going in here. Engineering. A low throbbing noise comes from the engine room, which provides power to the colony. Other corridors lead off to the teaching labs and medbay. You know the route to your classroom well, but the rest of the swing is off limits to children. Congruence, the ship's onboard AI, beams down at you from a nearby holoscreen. Don't forget to study hard, Solane. The garrison. A small team led by Security Chief Rhett was enough to keep the peace on the stratospheric. To stay busy, they also ran the exercise gym and sports ball courts. Here in Vertumna, the garrison has expanded fast. They're building a large wall around the colony and have an outdoor firing range and a big covered dojo. And best of all, a regulation-side sports ball court. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, there's... Oh, hell yeah. Oh, Dad. Hey. Solane! Your dad gives you a warm hug. I'm so happy you're finally awake. Dr. Instance thought it'd be best to keep you asleep while your noggin healed. Your mother and I thought you might sleep away the whole year, my snoozey little gooseberry. He checks your head and looks relieved. He was clearly very worried about you, but covers it with jokes and smiles. Oh, no, I do love my dad. Welcome to Vertumna, he says, gesturing towards you. You've never seen the stratospheric from the outside, except in pictures. The ship has been separated in two, and parts taken off to form other buildings and a big wall around the whole colony. The alien jungle creeps right up to the wall. Only the geodesic greenhouses pass outside it, dotting their way to the hill. How did you do this so fast? You've been asleep for weeks, my dear aubergine, he says, and these geodesic greenhouses practically lit themselves up. But some of this is only a quick, temporary solution, he admits. We'll keep growing and improving things. One day our little colony was as big as a whole city. Oh, before I forget, he pulls a package out from his satchel, hands it to you. You blink and stare at it blankly. Don't you know what day it is? He asks. You honestly don't. You remind him you've been asleep in medbay. Happy birthday! He shouts, wrapping you in a warm hug. Your birthday? Already? You feel a dizzying sense of deja vu. You stare hard at the wrapped package. You know exactly what's in there. You remember it. No, you dreamed about this package some years ago on the ship. Inside will be a small medallion in the shape of a sun that your dad made by hand. Tell him, we don't need to creep him out. That's like something to share with your best friend, like when you're alone. So I'll just open it. How did you know this? It's exactly as you imagined, as you dreamed. A feeling of panic rises in your throat. Your hand shakes, but how? Your dad notices. Are you okay, Selene? He snaps his fingers. Dr. Ensign shouldn't have let you out so early. Sometimes those sleeping meds take a while to wear off. It might make your head feel funny for a few hours. You nod. Maybe that's all it is. Someone shouts your dad's name. Listen, I'm sorry, Selene, he says, but I have to get back to work. There was an accident when we landed and... He stops himself. Don't worry, we're gonna fix it, your mother and I. Professor Howell is expecting you in classes if you're feeling up to it, your dad says, pointing west to the engineering wing in the rear end of the bisected ship. Then he points to the large doors you came out of earlier. Or you can relax at our quarters until you're feeling better. We'll talk later tonight, he says, then kisses the top of your head and ruffles your hair. Have a wonderful birthday, Selene. I love you. I love you too, Dad. To enter buildings. I know how to enter buildings. Alright, I have to go do that, but... Oh. This is a small little colony. Ooh. Oh, I thought that was the exit. Oh. Oh, can't leave. Alright, I guess we'll... Oh, hey! Hi, Selene! Anemone seems really at home here. She's rolling a sports ball around with her foot and making patterns to the weird blue snow. This stuff is different from snow on Earth, she tells you. Because it isn't cold, but it's still neat, and you can make stuff out of it. Your foggy head clears little. An anemone is simple, physical, real. You always feel grounded near her. What are you making? Just snow spirals, she says. But earlier me and Cal made a huge snow pal. You missed it while you were sleeping in medbay. She smiles her broad gap-toothed smile at you. Now that you're awake, we can play. Why aren't you in school? She smacks her forehead. School? I wondered where everyone was. I guess I'm going to be late for humanities class. She doesn't look very worried to you. It's okay, she says. Professor Hal's chill. He won't mind, but we should probably go now. She grins and starts running towards engineering. Hey, race ya! No fair. She's getting a head start. Was this engineering? Nope. This was engineering. Mobbing. A low throbbing noise comes from the engine room, which provides... Oh, I already read that. Pick an activity to study life sciences, study humanities. Ooh. Let's see. Oh. Biology, reasoning, friendship with tangent, 15 stress. Creativity, persuasion, friendship with tangent, 15 stress. Well, let's study humanities. Let's be human. Ask. Welcome, Selene. Professor Hal greets you. I hope you've all warmed up and ready to study the glorious humanities. History, literature, language, media, and philosophy. And yes, if you're lucky, we'll have a little ancient Earth poetry too. He seems excited about that last bit. By the way, if anyone is interested in taking engineering classes, please register through Congruence's scheduling system when you have a chance. She'll be helping me teach them. Today's assignment is an easy one, Hal says with a yawn. Well, because I was up late repairing Congruence's subterminal, and I could use the nap. I'd like you to write an essay on what the Bethune colony means to you. Oh, freedom, equality, democracy, my friends are all here. I feel safe here. Just doodle instead of writing. Ooh, I feel safe here. It's like a new world. It's a new world. Fortuna Colony is a bastion of security in an otherwise chaotic universe. Well, you don't put it that poetically. But you write about its big strong walls and steadfast guards and how much you like your bedroom snug in the belly of the ship. Studying humanities. Oh, when you go to work or go to class, you'll play a quick card challenge as the month passes. Move cards to fill the 5 panes and make the best hand you can. Yes, the order matters. If you're total in the circle on the right reaches the goal value, you win. Depending on your cards, some challenges can't be won, but you still get a reward for doing your best. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, give up. Gotcha. Bonus for flushes, same color. 1, 2, 3. 2. Bonus for pairs, same number together. Okay. Bonus for straights here. 1, 2, 3, 4. The more cards in a flush, pair, or straight, the higher the bonus added to your total. Cards can also affect each other and can be rearranged to find the best total score. 1, 2, plus 1. 2, plus 1 card to that one, plus 1 card to that one. Gotcha. Okay. Studying humanities. We need 7. Oh, let's see. Oh, God. Giggling. 0, 1, 0. Oh. 1, 1, 0. Win. Beautiful. Victorious, you worked well. We got a creativity point. Perfect. Your skills increase when you work or go to school, with extra skills if you win the challenge, and a kudos bonus if you make the highest scoring hand with your cards. Working also increases stress, which prevents you from working if it reaches 100. To relieve stress, take a month off to relax in the quarter swing. Victorious. Beautiful. Your parents have been working from first dawn to well after dinner every day. You know growing food is an important job, and it's vital to get crops in the ground right away, but there seems to be something more than that. It's such a change from growing up in the stratospheric, when you saw them all the time. You stay up and wait for them at night before going to bed. Though you can tell they're exhausted, they make an effort to spend time with you. I'm sorry we haven't seen much of you, little gooseberry, your dad says. Your mom watches you as she works a pebble out of her gardening tiller, which also serves as a crutch. How have you been holding up? I learned stuff in school. I'm glad to hear that, your mom says. I want you to study hard, work hard, and stay out of trouble. Your dad smiles, and Professor Howell will give you kudos if you get good grades. You can spend these at the depot once it's open. You know, says your dad, raising an eyebrow at your mom, I think there's a lot of different ways to learn. School is just one of them. You can learn from working on a hobby or by helping a friend. Your mom shakes her head and sighs, though you can tell she's trying to put on a gentle expression. We both agree that this colony is an experiment, and that means we're going to do different things differently than on Earth. You're old enough to start making your own decisions about your education and future. And if that means you find your own way, we'll accept that. Your dad puts a hand on your shoulder. We'll be proud of you no matter what you do. Try talking to your friends. They may have ideas for how you can spend your time. And come by geoponics, your mom adds. We could use your help. Shoveling dirt. How fun. Early quiet. Mid quiet. Oh, it's the next month. Friends. I got my friends. You're 10 years old. Find him. Where's my best friend? Can't I, hang out with him? Where did he go? I'll be back, girl. I just want to find my friend. Hi, Dad. Hi, Mom. Oh, alright. Hey, pal. You see Dice sitting on the ground beside some bushes. Is he hiding from somebody? He seems to be watching the gate in the wall to the south, where grown-ups are coming and going. Kids aren't allowed past these walls, he says quietly, without looking up. They say there's nothing to be afraid of, but then why do we need these walls? You stare at the gate and have a sudden rush of memory so strong that you think you might faint. You imagine something crashing through the wall, something enormous and dark and wriggly. For years in space, you would have remembered nightmares of monsters, of your ship being destroyed, of sifting through the wreckage that used to be your home, trying to find something. Your dad always told you the dreams weren't real. Breaking you from your daydream, Dice whispers, I think there are monsters out there. I believe you. I'm having visions. I believe you. No, you don't. You're being sarcastic. I can tell. Nobody believes me. He turns his back and ignores you. They're huge and wriggly and dangerous. Stop making fun of me. Dice pouts. You're as bad as Mars. What? Bro, we're friends. Need bravery. Dice looks at his feet and pretends not to notice you. Well, I'm not that brave, so... I will come back. Can I talk about something else? Alright, I will be back when I can get you to eat a worm. My best friend is kind of a little sad. Anemone is bumping a sports ball with her wrist, trying to keep it in the air. Heads up! She shouts and bumps the ball in your direction. Think fast. Bounce it back. We're not up. You bounce the ball back and forth with her, trying to see how many times you can rally and keep it going. Anemone tells you about the new sports ball court. A proper regulation-sized court, way bigger than the little zero-G one in the Stratospheric. Her brother Com is coaching the junior sports ball team this year. He's so great, she says. He's good at everything, especially spiking. He's coaching me to play awesome like him. You should come join us. Oh, I unlocked that. Dang, I'm unlocking a lot of things. Where's like everybody else? Oh, hey. A sharp whistle interrupts your thoughts. Hey, Solane, Mars calls out to you. Come here, I have a job for you. You walk over to Mars, who's sheltering from the snow under the ship's overhang. So gross here, she complains. This spark snow would ruin my good clothes. At least on the ship we had climate control. Ugh. Tammy made me some soy sweets, but there's no way I'm going out here in all this weather. She continues. Since you like running around in it, could you fetch them for me? Yeah, sure. Good. Mars claps. She's probably just down the hill near our quarters. Mars sighs. She's scared to take more than a few steps from the door. All she wants to do is hide inside and make sweets. Alright, hey. Tammy is staring obliviously at the sky, smiling to herself. She startles as you approach. Oh, hello, Slane, she says, putting her hand to her chest. Do you need something? I'm here for Mars's soy sweets. Tammy smiles at you. Oh, it's so nice of you to help out Mars. She's a very important person, you know. She hands you a box wrapped in a pink and yellow scarf. One order of mayo soy sweets, made fresh this morning, she says. Please tell Mars that she can have the scarf back, okay? She's used some of her kudos to nanoprint it for me because it's so dusty here, but I think I'm getting used to it now. Tammy smiles again and tucks her hair behind her big elven ears. Mars is so cool, she says fondly. Sometimes she's kind of bossy, but I know she really cares too. Okay, here you go. Mars puts her hand out expectantly. Give it here. I ate them. I did not. Here you go. I should have gotten half. Well, here you go. You hand over the box soy sweets with a smile. Mars takes it and giggles. You're such a good sidekick, doing everything I say. She opens the box and hands you a soy sweet. Your tip, she tells you. Oh, an administrator seeks looking for someone to do delivery jobs for the depot, she says. I don't want to do it, because, ew, running around there, no. Just go through there, she says, gesturing to the door behind her. And tell them I referred you. Well, I don't particularly want to do that, but okay. Command. Command is a warren of long hallways with doors off to tiny, nondescript offices. Everyone you pass seems to be hurrying off to something important. The end of one hallway opens into the supply depot, which works as both requisitions office and general store. Beyond it are cavernous warehouses stacked high with supplies from Earth, now being gradually unpacked and distributed. Apply. Well, let's view the board. Colony food shortfall, negative 100%. Colony security ratings, evaluating. Upcoming event. We will be hosting our first annual Virtunalia Festival during the second month of Dust. Chief Administrator Sieg. Notice, take precautions outside the colony boundaries. Xenofauna have been sighted in the area. Survey teams are investigating. Current. Council Administration. Governor Udicott, Command. Chief Administrator Sieg, Command. Security Chief Rhett, Garrison. Chief Engineer Instance, Engineering. Chief Cultivator Flulu, Geoponics. Chief Steward Antecedent, Quarters. Chief Surveyor Melatonin, Expeditions. Okay. I can't do that yet, girl. We'll talk to we'll talk to you. Hello, my little potato, your dad exclaims, smiling warmly. What have you been up to today? I've been hanging with my friends. That's Cal's a good boy, he says. And have you seen Anemone? She's been out by the garrison playing Sports ball. I think she spent every day outside since we landed. He chucks to himself. Guess that's what happens when you've got enough brothers to make your own sports ball team. He breathes deeply and looks around. Vertumna is magnificent, isn't it? You nod. Seasons, he shouts, throwing his hands wide. I miss seasons. Back on Earth, it got much, much colder, and the snow wasn't half as pretty as our spark snow. He sighs, stretching. You just wait till dust season. Both the suns will be high in the sky, and it'll be real hot. Then you'll see. Hi, Mom. You find your mom hard at work setting up the greenhouses with a small construction crew. You've seen these plants pinned to the wall of your family's quarters for years now. These geodesic domes will house more than delicate plants from Earth, spinach, tomatoes, maybe even fruit. She takes a swig from her canteen as you approach. Looking for something to do? She asks. Remember, Soleil, you're responsible for your own schedule now that we've landed. You can decide how to spend your time, so long as it's productive. She points on the engineering wing, in the back half of the stratospheric severed frame. Professor Hal's still expecting you in class, but a well-rounded education includes physical application. You're old enough to help with the work around here. She claps her hand on your shoulder. I've got another minute. Anything you need to know? What's happening in engineering? No. Can I join expeditions? She's gonna be like, fuck no. Can I? I don't know. Can I join? You know what? Let's be a little. Can I join expeditions? Oh, you're too young to leave the colony. It's dangerous. She shakes her head. Your father would be worried. There's still so much we don't know about the world out there. Let the adults find out. Then maybe you can join them in a few years when you're older. She gives you a stern look. She isn't going to budge on this one. For now, stay inside the walls. Well, what are you doing in geoponics? She looks down and nudges at a sprout growing between her feet. It's green, the color of Earth's plants. We're doing our best, she says, but it hasn't been easy. I just hope the potatoes and corn can handle the weather here, she says, glancing up at the sky. I hear it rains like hell during the wet season. She takes a long look at you up and down. You're growing fast, Selene, but you're still too young for real farming. Instead, well, there's a lot of soil that needs to be hauled. Seeing your disappointment, she nudges you on the shoulder. Don't pout. You'll help build those muscles. You'll need them now that we're out here in the real world, doing real work. Out here, we have to rely on our physical strength. She flexes her biceps. Your mom is really strong. Like, damn, look at her. She really is. What's happening in engineering? Hal's teaching teaching classes on life science, engineering, and humanities. If you pass all your tests, maybe he'll let you work there in a few years. Your father thinks you're old enough that school is optional. I don't agree. But I'll be honest with you, she says, gesturing to the fields. We do need every pair of hands we can get. If you want to work with me here in geoponics, I'd suggest studying life science. If you don't have a good grasp of biology and ecology, I'm gonna stick you on shovel duty. What can I do in the quarters? If you need a break, she advises, you can visit the lounge and see your friends. But, she warns, raising her finger, I don't want to see you there lounging around all the time. You need to work hard too. What's the garrison? Security Chief Red is organizing a sports ball team. You used to play, didn't you, back on the ship? It'll be different here with the planet's gravity. Of all the adults in the colony, Rhett and your mom are the most like soldiers you'd see on a holobin. For a moment, you think your mom's going to suggest something else, but then she shakes her head. You're too young for defense training, so don't worry about that yet. Just enjoy yourself and stay out of trouble. What's going on in command? I think Zeke said they needed someone to deliver supplies from the depot. They're also setting up a shop there if you got some kudos to spend. And of course, that's where Governor Udicott works. But you shouldn't bother her. She's a busy woman and she doesn't have your mother's patience with kids. You try not to giggle. Your mom isn't usually known for her patience. Okay, bye. Thanks, Mom. I will be back. I'm going to learn bravery, and I am going to dare you to eat a worm. Even though I'm worried it might, ruin our friendship. We'll see. You see Tammy sitting quietly near the entrance to the lounge. You've known her for, your whole life. Back on the ship, we studied together. Tammy was awful, just awful at Earth history. She thought Europe was the name of an English queen, and the Pacific was a famous ceasefire treaty. Facts go in one of her huge ears and then back out the other. No matter how hard you tried, she never seemed to improve. Her ears perk up hopefully when she sees you. Hello, Selene. I was hoping you could help me with some homework. Of course. 1 reasoning. +2 friendships. Ooh, I lost reasoning. Oh, because I'm, not being reasonable. Oh, thank you. She bounces up and down. You spend a couple hours trying to teach her the difference between exothermic and endothermic reactions. One makes heat and one absorbs it. Why is this so hard for her to understand? The thing is, Tammy never loses heart when she fails a test or gets an answer wrong. It's inspiring, even though sometimes you feel like you get dumber after studying with her. Damn. Oh. Should we study? Register for engineering classes. I'm alright. A low throbbing noise comes from... I already read that. Let's study... Let's study humanities again. This month, you've decided to explore pre-holographic media on Earth, which is a pretty great excuse to kick back and watch movies all day. It's hard to believe that all movies used to be 2D. Boring. Feels too much like learning to be fun. Alright, we're studying humanities. +2 if in the first or last plane. Well, I think I'd want that. Alright, perfect. Super goal. Awesome. You worked well this month. +4 creativity, +2 persuasion, -13 stress. I need to get more bravery. I need to make him... Oh, good job. This week, you had a few more bouts of deja vu, remembering what somebody is about to say or do just before they do it. Sometimes they actually do it, but not always. This morning, you were sure Professor Howe was going to trip on the uneven floor in the cafeteria and spill his plate of hash browns. He even told Mars to watch. He didn't, though. Professor Howe walked away. His hash browns safe for today. Mars calls you a liar and a dummy. At night, your dreams are all mixed up with stuff that you know can't be real. You're chased by monsters the size of buildings, only to be saved by strange people you've never met. You're holding hands with someone you love. You're crying as you help lift a shrouded body into the colony recycler. Everything seems so familiar, but when you try to recall their faces when you wake up, they've smeared in your memory like wet paint. But what if those things haven't happened yet, but they will someday? Anytime you try to tell someone, they think you're playing a trick, or that you're sick and need to go to medbay. You eventually decide to stay quiet about your strange dreams. Why? You don't want people to worry, you just want to be normal, secret powers are fun. Dang, I look very upset. I don't want people to worry about me. They'll be scared. Your parents have so much on their minds already. You have a feeling that something's happening at Geoponics they don't want you to know. You don't understand it, but when they come home at night, they look really sad. You don't want to make it worse. If you just keep going to classes and staying out of trouble, it'll be easier for everybody, yourself included. Mid-quiet? Now it's late quiet. Oh hey, Tangent. Tangent is hunched over her hollow palm, frowning and poking angrily at the air. She speaks without looking up at you. I'm running out of voices. There's so many character. Professor Hal wants us to prep a list of native flora with pictures. There should be a catalogue on the colony holonet, but I can't find it anywhere. Strange that I gave her that accent when her twin brother talks like this. Whatever. Plans droid looking inside. I'll help you find that cat. Let's make our own list. Tangent is dubious, but agrees to try your idea. The two of you run around the colony yard taking pictures of all the different Vertumnan plants. Vertumnan plants you could find and making up fake sciencey sounding names for them, like Wonkius shrubbius and Purplius gracium. After an hour, you have categorized 51 different species. Tang doesn't think it's a very complete list or a very scientific method, but she figures you must have learned something. Well, thanks, girl. I already talked to you. How you doing? Are you okay? You're like... Dice is sitting on the ground just outside the gate, under the watchful eyes of someone working in expeditions. We're just as stuck here as we were on the ship, he mumbles, but doesn't say, Doesn't say anything else after that. Oh my god, I need more bravery. I want to make him eat a worm. I have no idea why. I need to be brave. I wanna see you be brave. Let's go in here. Oh, we can play sports ball. Yeah, let's do it. The small team led by Security Chief Rhett was enough to keep... I already read that. Well, actually, maybe we won't. Let's go in here. See what happens if we haven't been in here yet since we got here. Relax in the lounge. You know what? We might need to be at peace. The ship's quarters where everyone sleeps, eats, and hangs out. The private bedrooms are small. You share one with your parents, so colonists spend most of the time in the big common area. There's a lounge and cafeteria, and a creche where all the little kids and babies are raised communally. Let's forget one memory. Plus one friendship with Tammy. Gosh, what do we do? How much stress do we have? 76? You know what? Let's go play ball. Well, actually, can we go in here? Are they going to make me dig? Oh. Cal is riding around the geoponics gardens on his hoverboard. The board comes to a sudden shuddering stop on the record ground in front of you. Cal falls off but catches his balance before he turns. Hi, Slane. Real ground is way harder to hover on than ship floors. There are bumps everywhere. Yeah, that sucks. Oh, no, wait, I didn't mean it like that, Cal exclaims. It's actually really cool. Hovering outside is rad. Look at this. He runs over to a small depression in a nearby hill and presents it like it's something amazing. Look at this. It's a skate bowl. Can I try? Toughness. Sure, but please be careful. Mom says if I break my hoverboard, we can't make another one. You take turns riding around the bowl, trying to get up enough speed going down one side to come back up the other. You don't land any tricks. It's hard just staying on the board with this uneven ground, but it's still fun. But thanks. Shovel dirt. Why would I do that? The greenhouses have different biomes inside, growing plants from earth that might belong in a desert, jungle, or temperate forest. Some are so delicate you have to spray off any germs in an airlock before you can enter. The seasonal garden outside is dotted with blue nobodies, little flowers with what look like a wriggling creature stuck inside each one. A sign explains it's a decoy meant to attract some kind of flying predator to come pollinate the flower. Can I sneak out? Oh! You step cautiously through the colony gates. Hey there, kiddo. Uncle Tonin blocks her with a smile. I'm afraid expedition's off limits for now. It's not safe out there for kids. You better toughen up so you can join the squads when you're older. You the bestiary? Float cow. These cumbersome-looking creatures are actually lighter than air due to large helium sacs on dorsal and ventral sides. Careful balancing of helium and urine allows them to control their elevation. They produce a salty, high-protein, milky substance for feeding their young that is also nutritious for humans. Common hope by Xenophilus monopodus, a communal creature with two disparate set of eyes and one strong foot used for both locomotion and defense. Though harmless, these small warriors can be fierce in groups. A manicore? Ooh. Xenophilus tyrannus, highly intelligent and predatory. Their plumage changes according to the season. Their body is composed almost entirely of dangerous weapons. Do not approach. View the map. Oh. An info window pops up on your holopalm when you get closer. What do you want to know about? The prosaic plains. They lie far to the north of the colony, where the higher elevation and natural tilt of the planet makes bromidic snow fall more regularly in every season. Though prone to sudden storm flurries, the plains are a relatively safe place to explore, filled with mostly herbivorous xenofauna. Valley of Vertigo. The Valley of Vertigo is a low-lying trench to the east that's dense with pollen-producing trees. There's a wide variety of edible food here, both plant and animal product, leading to some of the explorers calling this place the breadbasket of Vertumna. There are a number of animals here that geoponics would be interested in domesticating. Western Wrestling Ridges. This tongue-twisting region is the Baroque spine of the planet, home to both dizzying heights and abyssal lows. It's always hot and arid here, no matter the season. Traversing these steep chasms is dangerous, and only to be done by those with sufficient glider training. However, there are some interesting ruins here to explore. The Subqueous Swamp. To the south is a vast boggy wilderness, home to dangerous animals and hazardous weather conditions. Exploration in this area is only to be done with extreme caution. Okay, well, thank you. I wish I was brave enough. Oh my gosh, let's learn again. This is the... Actually, we'll just play sports ball. Anemone meets you on the court. She's bouncing from one leg to the other in excitement. My brother Kam is organizing the youth team, she tells you. Kombucha offers you a high five and greeting, then tosses a sports ball your way. Let's start with the... Let's start with the... Hey, let's start with the practice game to see what you're good at. You and Anemone are team captains. Pick your team. Anemone's practiced with Cal and Mars on the ship, but Tammy, you're surprised to see her there. Cal will fill in to even up the teams, but he promises to go easy on the other side. Well, I'll take Tammy. If there's something... Why is she here? I'm surprised. Then we'll take her. Cal said I should join, but I'm not very good at sports. Where should I stand? She asked quietly. You aren't sure. You assign her to tackle back and tell her to stick like glue to the opposing team's offense. Maybe she'll get in their way instead of yours? I'm kind of mean. Anemone chooses Kombucha, of course. They bump fists. Your next choice. You know what? I'll take Cal. What was his voice? Mind if I play goalie? He asks. Sports ball is fun, but it feels mean to score against the other team. You were so sweet. You face off, 3-on-3. Start the game. Toughness challenge. Looking for more difficulty? This harder card challenges option will keep you on your toes. Want to focus on the story? This will replace future minigames with a quick coin flip based on your age and skills. You can change either option anytime from the settings menu. I just want to do this. Story challenges have 3 rounds instead of 1. After every round, you'll keep the cards you didn't play and unlock an extra slot to play them in. Losing isn't always a bad thing in story challenges. What do I need? 27? Ooh. Or Fogged. Is it because I picked, like, the 2... 4... 1... 1... Ooh, 18. Oh, previous. Oh, God. Oh, you do it in. Okay. Oh, okay. There. Ooh, we need 11. Okay. Shit. We're literally down by... We just need 1 more. Okay, hold on. Let's try it this way. 10. 3. 3. Oh, should I give up? You know what? Let's take a give up. They said it's not always a bad thing to lose, so we'll give up. -1 stress, +1 kudos. Okay. Calm is an unstoppable force on the other team, but he's playing nice, letting Anemone take most of the shots. It's hard to complete with that sibling energy. Mars is merciless. She's always in control of the ball. It doesn't matter that she hogs the ball from other teammates too. She's just that good. Cal makes an amazing jump save, but is winded when the ball hits him in the chest. Tammy is a menace on the field, and not in a good way. She's everywhere you don't want her to be, and nowhere she should. At one point, you actually see her apologize to the other team for being in their way. It seems like the other team is going a little easy on you, passing between each other for so long between goals that Kombucha whistles a 2-ball and throws a second ball in the game. Just as you start to think you have a chance, Anemone scores them both at once. Match point. Better luck next time. You didn't work very well this month. Well, oh, I got bravery though. And I got a friendship with Anemone and some stress. Well, it's the next month. Pollen. What a name. Well, I will. Oh, my friend's here. Should I talk to him? No, I don't think I will. But I could. It's okay. I guess I'm gonna call it here. I like this game. It's kind of fun. Save game name. Solane is going to crack dice. This is cold exterior, open. Smiley face. Alright. Thank you guys so much for watching this. If you like this, I mean, please leave a like, leave a comment, and all that jazz. And I will be sure to see all of you guys later.